develop some steps to warm up your serve, and there's steps to develop a particular technique that I like. I call it the dab. Laura's going to go through each of the steps that we've worked on, and the first step, she's actually going to be striking the ball backwards of her swing. Now she's left-handed, so you're going to notice that right away, but she's swinging with her racket on the baseline side of her body, and she's doing this because as she swings her racket, what we're doing in the initial part of this is learning how to pronate our arm as we strike the ball, as well as hitting the ball on this side of our body. And you'll see that as we get to the next steps. So I'm going to have Laura demonstrate this first part of the service motion. I'm going to give her 5 balls, and let's watch Laura serve these, serving them backwards. And again, what she's doing is she's doing this to develop pronation in her strike. It's not a real serve, but she's also learning to strike the ball with the racket inside the court, as opposed to maybe somebody with dinosaur arms and just hitting the ball on this side of their body. Now I'm encouraging you to hit the ball on this side. Again, this is just a warm-up step. There's 3 steps before we get to the actual serve. Third step being the actual serve. So here's Laura, and she's going to demonstrate. She's going to turn backwards for us. She's going to toss that ball out in front of her into the court, and she's going to hit it. And again, it's just to encourage swinging at the ball with her racket on that side of the court. Go ahead, Laura. There we go. There, and what she's doing now by swinging this way is her body's getting used to the idea of striking the ball with the racket on the inside of the court. Not on this side, but instead on that side. And you'll see how this works. So this is the first step of this 3-step service motion that I've developed. We call this the dab, which you'll see in a second. This is Laura's last ball she's going to hit on this side. So now we're going to turn Laura around the other way, and this is her normal left-sided position. And when she swings, she's going to leave her right foot. She's left-handed, so let's orient that. Her right foot she's going to leave, and as she swings, she's actually going to step into the court with her left, but her right arm is going to do something we call the dab. Let's see Laura do that without a ball. So go ahead and do the dab swing. So she goes up. Her left foot goes in. That's right. Her right foot stays in place. Go ahead and do that again. That's it. You see her left arm come up in the back. That's the dab motion. We know the kids have that in their little dance routines. But this helps get rotation in the body and encourages the racket to be striking the ball inside the court. Go ahead and let's do a few balls this way. And she's going to dab at the end. That's a beautiful swing. Very good. Again, this is not her service motion. This is just a warm-up to the complete service motion. Very nice. Normally she wouldn't be stepping in with that left leg into the court. It would actually be her right leg, but for this warm-up to get the dab, I'm allowing her to step into the court with that left leg. Very nice. Okay, so let's go to the full motion. Laura is going to be stepping back as she tosses, stepping forward, and then as she serves, she's going to be jumping into the court, landing on that right leg. There is an exercise that you can do if you want. You can think of just stepping into the court in this fashion, just doing that as an exercise. As you come forward, your shoulders are looking in the direction that you're hitting the ball. So this may be something you can add. You're going to bounce a little bit, step in onto that left leg if you're right-handed, right leg if you're left-handed. Let's see Laura do that. Let's see her hit a few balls for us in that fashion. She's going to do her full service motion now. Good. And you're going to actually leap into the court A little bit more. Laura hasn't played in a few weeks, so we give her a little benefit of the doubt here as she's swinging. She's got to think about it. Very nice, very nice. Toss that ball into the court a little bit more. Dab. That's it. Now we're leaning forward into the serve. And we just started warming up. She hasn't had any practice serves beforehand, so this is where she needs to start. Very nice. That was a very accurate serve down the tee. See if you can toss the ball into the court further, and you're gonna jump into it onto that right leg. Very good. Again. Keep your eye on the ball. That's much better. And you're landing, for Laura being left-handed, she's landing out on that right leg, and she dabs. That's what causes her to get the leg up higher in the back and the body forward. Excellent. Very nice. Try and get that toss a little bit farther out in front. Now, if you're hitting long, there's a balance between the ball being too far forward, I'm hitting too short and down, or it's too close to me, I'm hitting awfully long. So if I need a shorter ball, I'm going to toss it just slightly further out in front of me. If it's too short, I'm going to bring the ball back towards me a little bit. Almost. Ah, the toss.
I ran out.
Yes, the toss. Okay, if it's not in the right place, we don't want to take that ball. Good. Good choice. Good choice. That's it. That was an excellent serve. Now everybody has a little different preparation. Taking the racket back, a shortened preparation. It all has to do with the timing. As long as you're making contact with the ball at its peak. I have a very short toss and strike, and on video, if you pause me at that point, it looks no different than somebody that's tossing the ball awfully high. As long as I'm making that contact at the peak of my reach and at the height of my racket. Two more. Let's see Laura hit another one here. Nice and easy and smooth. She's under pressure because she's on video. Ah, not the one to go for. But I think you guys are seeing the idea. Those 3 steps can really help you prepare for your serve, and it's something to work on, a new technique, but again, it's your body moving forward into the ball and turning your body so that you're making contact inside the court and not dinosaur arms behind the court. Let's see Laura give us one more good one. Good choice. Oh, a cop out there. It was too close to you, so that's why we got the distance. Toss it into the court a little more. One other adjustment, maybe you can face your target more. Okay. There you go. Let's see if that helps. Aha! That did the trick. Just having her adjust by turning her body towards her target a little bit more. We don't have to be fancy like the pros and turn completely to the side. That takes practice and timing, and if we're just not getting it, why don't we make that little adjustment and start turning ourselves towards our target a little more. All right, well, thank you, Laura, for helping out with these serves. I hope you can find this beneficial and use these steps to help you develop a good service swing.